pre-workout. So we've got 200 grams of the Greek yogurt. We've got the whey protein mixed in. Amazing. This is one of my favourite little post-workout snacks. Selection of berries. Beautiful. So what we're going to talk about? Well, oh my god. I am 2 weeks out from the show. So I am competing in a physique show. I'm going to be competing in the UK DFBA. And this is my first ever show. I'm going to compete in the men's physique category. And I thought I'd start doing a little bit of a vlog so I can document what I've done, what I'm doing, and how I've got there. Yeah, really excited. I've come a long way. Got a long way to go. But first, I'm going to eat my breakfast. If anyone's never had this before, it is incredible. Any kind of whey protein. I've had the peanut butter chocolate flavour whey protein from Redcon 1. So, with any transformation, we have to know where we started from and where we've come to. So, I'm going to put a photo around here somewhere. I started in January. Forever and a day I've been on a dirty bulk. So I've always been one of these people that has just ate big, got big, but I got too fat. I got 110 kilos following a strength phase, and January I decided enough was enough. Time was to set a big goal. Right there. Set a big goal to give me that motivation, to give me that kick up the arse that I needed. So I decided to sign up for a physique show. And I set myself a big target. I'd never had abs before, so I wanted abs, I wanted to be shredded, and I needed to give myself a lot of time in order to do it, because incredible. I knew I had weddings, I knew I had stag do's, so I started in January, and I've been on what is technically a competition prep for 9 months. So I'm competing as a first show on the 5th of September. I started January the 1st. So that is 9 and a bit months of dieting. Now I've done it very slowly. I've reduced my calories slowly over time. I've increased my cardio over time, and it has worked for me. I've allowed myself to have those highs and lows. And I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. So we're currently sitting at 82 kilos. A lot of weight has been shifted, starting at that 110 kilo mark. And I've just implemented simple strategies. I'm going to eat my breakfast, we're going to go on a walk, and then we're going to chat about some of the things that I've done to get to where I am now. And in later vlogs, we're going to be talking about specifics like the training and my peak week. But today, it's just going to be about the simple stuff that I've implemented day in, day out in order to get decent results. Keep watching. So, what did I do? Well, I did the usual really, nothing crazy. I tracked my calories, I tracked my weight to make sure that I was losing at the appropriate rate. I weight trained like a motherfucker, and I did a little bit of cardio. They're the main things. They're like the bare bones, the bread and butter. But I just want to talk about like the smaller things. Things like walking. So I ensured I was doing my 10,000 steps, and then towards the end of prep where I needed to up my calorie expenditure, I increased them. I made sure I was hydrated, I made sure my sleep was on point, I made sure I was eating enough fruits, vegetables, I was sleeping good. It was just the little things that I had to focus on more than anything. Things like reducing my alcohol. You know, I was drinking a lot of alcohol before, and now I just drink, or before I was getting close to prep, I just drink on a special occasion, or just like a glass of wine with dinner, and I don't drink to excess. So those little things have really added up and given me focus during this prep. And it's something that I preach to my clients, it is honestly those little things. And you know, if each of those little habits gives you a 1% increase in performance, fat loss and whatever, then you know, they add up to quite a lot over the course of months, over the course of years. And so yeah, don't disregard the little things, people. That's what I tell my missus all the time. Right, when we get back, we're going to have meal number 2, and we're going to be talking about what I did with my nutrition as an overview. See you back. Fantastical. So second meal of the day is going bro with the 4 egg whites. We've got 4 rashers of turkey bacon, and we've got a little medley of mushrooms, tomatoes, a little bit of salt, a little bit of seasoning. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be lovely. Let's talk nutrition. So nutrition. Now this has been an area that I've really struggled with, even as a PT, as an online coach, because I always thought, for me, myself, I always used to think I could out-train anything. I used to train like a motherfucker. I used to have great cardio, but my calories and my nutrition just weren't on point. I used to just eat whatever I wanted, drink whatever I wanted. So, and I've always started quote-unquote mini cuts and shreds, started tracking, and then it's petered off very quickly. Now I've got 2 weeks in, I've seen some scale weight changes, and then it's all started to kind of collapse in on itself. And this has been the first time that I've sustained something. So I started in January. I started on 3,000 calories. I was tracking, I had quite a good amount of food. I got those initial results. And then as I went on, results slowed down. I had to get more strict, I had to get more consistent with the tracking, I had to reduce my calories down. And I did it incrementally. So over the last 9 months, every 2 months or so, I've had a decrease in calories as my body has changed, as my body's adapted, and as my metabolism is down regulated. I have kept 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. So I started off on about 240 grams of protein, and then as my body weight is reduced down, I have decreased my protein so I can keep enough carbohydrates in. But still, even down at a body weight of 82 kilos, I'm getting about 180 to 200 grams of protein in. Just because I'm being really careful with my food options. I've reduced my high calorie foods to keep my volume up, and it's worked. And I think this is what people really don't understand. It is maths. Yeah, if you put less calories in than what you're burning, you are going to lose body fat. The difficult thing is realizing that sometimes you need to eat less than what you actually think. You need to eat less than what the online calculators are telling you. So if I was using an online calculator, I'd still be eating 2,500 calories and be expecting to lose 1 kilo a week. When realistically, because of me as an individual, because of my genetics, because of a range of things, I'm having to go down to 1,500 calories towards the end of my prep just to see that scale weight and body fat reduce. So we have to take things into account. And one of the biggest battles that I have with those professionals online is when they say, oh, your calories are too low, you should be eating this. Well, you've got to take in everything. Everything has to be taken into account. And we have to look at people as individuals. So guidelines on what you should be eating, it might not work. So there might be someone else out there that's doing exactly the same activity as me, they're eating exactly the same foods as me, but they get the same rate of weight loss and fat loss eating double the amount of calories. So that's one thing that we really do need to take into account. And that's been my nutrition for the last 9 months. Does that mean that I've been overly consistent the majority of the time? The majority of the time, yes. Of course, I've had lapses. So there's been periods of time where I've not tracked. So for instance, when I've been on holidays, when I've been to weddings, social events, like friend gatherings, I've not tracked then. But for 90% of the time, I've been tracking and I've been getting that consistent rate of fat loss. Training. Let's talk about training. Got to do some client work first. I'll see you in a bit. Right, got a little package. It was buy one get one free at Redcon 1, so obviously I'm going to take advantage of that. I do like the packaging. But that being said, they're fucked up. I've only got one of each. Redcon 1. What are you doing to me? We will address this. An email will be sent. Alright, today is a new day and we're going to talk about training. So, I can't tell you how much I love this shit. So, training wise, the goal throughout this whole prep was to, at the beginning, when my calories were high, is to develop a little bit of muscle, but during any competition prep, you are going to lose muscle tissue. Just because you're in a calorie deficit, you're doing more cardio, and you are going to lose it. So the main goal was to preserve as much tissue as possible. Now, frequency was key. I still am in a very advantageous position where I can train pretty much when I want. So I've been training 6, sometimes 7 days a week on a push-pull leg split. Now that is towards the beginning. So for probably 6 out of the last 9 months, I've been on push-pull legs. I've been giving each muscle group enough volume. I've been progressing my loads over time. And I've been progressing my volume over time. And I've had in a few deloads. So how I've normally structured it is I've started off main muscle groups like back, chest, legs. I've been giving a minimum of 6 to 8 sets per muscle group and build that up over time. So for instance, on my pull days where I'm working predominantly back movements, I'll perhaps do with 2 vertical pull downs, 2 low rows and 2 high rows. So we're hitting all the musculature in the back. And then over time I've progressed that. I started off by progressing it with just sets, adding a set on, and then as the volume was getting high, I didn't want to spend too much time in the gym, so I started utilising drop sets and myo reps, myo sets, just so I could get that extra volume in without necessarily spending too much more time in the gym. Now, at the beginning, sorry, got a stain right here. At the beginning, my strength was improving and I was able to just lift more weight. And then towards the end of prep, I had to focus more on those drop sets and getting volume in because the strength was coming down. And that's something that you have to take into account, that you're not going to progress your strength when you're in a massive deficit, because you're going to be losing some muscle tissue, you're going to be fatigued, it's going to be difficult. And then as I've got really deep into prep, I've had to reduce the amount of leg work I've been doing. In a men's physique category, which is what I'm doing, the emphasis isn't on legs, the emphasis is on upper body. And I was getting so fatigued, or I am getting so fatigued when I do legs. It's impacting on my cardio and it's also impacting on just general life. So I reduced the amount of leg stuff I was doing, and focus mainly on the upper body. As soon as I come out of prep, that will change. I'm going to do another video on training and how I broke it down and go into individual sessions moving forward. So yeah, that's training. Oosh. Big day ahead. Don't worry, order has been restored. I sent a quick email to Redcon One. I said, look, I am a long-standing patron of your amazing brand. I don't want to have to write a shit Google review. You left my shit out. And you know what they did? They sent me an email back straight away. It says, not to worry. We are going to send you some. It's going to be here tomorrow. Amazing customer service, Redcon One. You are top draw. Nice one. So I've just finished my steps for the day. 20,000 steps. It has been a long old day. And I think that's all we're going to talk about in this vlog. We are officially 8 days out. So I'm going to start depletion in 2 days. Then we're going to carb up. Show 1 is on the 5th. Show 2 is 2 weeks later on the 18th. I'm going to do another video about peak week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Amazing. If you're looking at online coaching, go to apexfitnesscoaching.com. Follow me on all my social media. And subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I love you all. Peace!